Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, opening day baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, first pitch coming up. And pitching here today, A.J. Burnett. What do we need to know here?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Here's Starling Marte.
Leading off the net, the right fielder is a six. Starling Marte.
The 3-1. And there's a foul ball. Three-2 down. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Kicks and fires. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And now the first baseman, Keith Hernandez. Marte on the move. There's the ball. Throw to second. Save.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Chisholm giving chase. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Marte is waved home. Relay throw home. Head first slide safe at the plate. And it's 1-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Digging in, Mike Piazza. And now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Righty to the plate. That one fouled off. 2-2. Oh, that hit him. 1 out in the top of the first. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And now here is David Wright.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
Right-hander kick steals. Just missed.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get...
Bounced out to short. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
Boom. That's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
And that one is inside. And a 2-1 on the way.
That's ball 3.
Right stands at first with 1 out. Chris, with that distraction and the speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
So now 3-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Chisholm under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting 6. The center.
Here's the Mets lineup now. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Left-hand batter waits. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. And that should be extra bases. Right around third. He scores, and they lead by 3. But he throws on the brakes, gets back to second.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Man on second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Here's Mark Canha. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. First and second, 2 down. Next offering upstairs.
It's a good take.
Comes the 2-2. That one 95 to finish him off. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Lone Depot Park. And on the hill today, Tom Seaver. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arias.
The second baseman, Luis.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
Gene Segura at the plate here. Foul ball there. The pitch. And downstairs.
2 strikes.
At the belt and fires. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now Gary Sheffield. Late with the swing there. And the right-hander deals. In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner stays where he is. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So first and second with one man gone. And next is the designated hitter, Mike Lowell. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2. Arise over at second. Sheffield over at first with one away. And now the count is even. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Two on, one out. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Next one is off the plate. And a full count now. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Munetaka Murakami, the next up for the Marlins. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Next pitch is outside. Looking for his first big league hit right here. The pitch.
Nope. Outside.
Bases loaded. One away.
Bases loaded here. If he walks him, probably not the worst thing, because the alternative could be a grand slam.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Canna settles underneath it. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and it's now a 2-run game.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner for third.
Yuli Gurriel comes up to hit.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Struck him out swinging. Gassed it right by him. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Mets 3 and the Marlins 1. Back here in Miami, stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And the righty deals. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Gurriel sends it to first. And quickly one away in the second.
The right fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte up to hit. The walk and a run scored his first time. Right side, hard hit. In time to Gurriel. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
The first baseman, number 17, Keith Hernandez.
So up next for New York, Keith Hernandez. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Mike Piazza to bat next. And he walked him.
That's out.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Off the mark there. 2 balls and a strike. Hernandez off of first with 2 away. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2. David Wright waiting to hit for the Mets. Three-two now. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
And stepping in for New York, David Wright, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field. 2 outs. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The next offering misses. 3-1 now. Pete Alonso up next for the Mets. And that's ball 4.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
2 outs, bases loaded. Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 1 with a flyout. 2 outs, bases are full. Ripped on the ground to second. Arise on to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Mets leave them loaded as the lead remains 3-1. And welcome back at the
Leading off
plate,
the
Jazz
Marlins,
Chisholm Jr.
the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And here is Jesus Sanchez. Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
2 outs, base is empty. Jacob Stallings, the next up for the Marlins. Next offering upstairs. Bounce to the right side. The throw to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Miami down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back. Top half of the third inning. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
And here it comes. Nimmo tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And that's a swing, according to umpire Matthew Ross. Righty delivers. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Good contact guy, good defender. And he deals. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And that's a wild pitch as he moves into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Runner leads away at second. Out towards left center. Chisholm on the move. Long run, tracks it down. Runner tags up for third. In there safely.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now the left fielder, Mark Canha. The pitch. Falling behind 2-1. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now it's Frankie Lindor. And a 1-1. Good eye right there. The pitch. That catches the outside corner. It's 2-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
And now the right fielder, Starling Marte. He's 0 for 1. Out in front and foul to the left side.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
1-2 now. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Miami's bullpen with some action. Steven Okert, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Keith Hernandez up now for the Mets. Here's a 1-1. That one ripped right center field. That's back and gone. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-1.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Steven Okert gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty.
Steven Okert.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Mike Piazza. 2 down, nobody on.
With this long series, if you can get into the bullpen, exhaust the other team by game 2 or 3 of the weekend.
Yeah, when you're talking about a 4-game series, there's no question with a good offense, the ability to affect the pitching staff for the following games is a factor. Gurriel steps on the bag. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now 7-1. Back here at the ballpark, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias. 1-1 now. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. And that skips into there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball and then the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
And up next for Miami, Gene Segura. The wide to kick the pitch. Gets him to chase after that one.
Man, just looking lost at the plate in this first AB. Some of those swings aren't even close.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. He did not go around. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, they opted to go with the off-speed stuff on that 3-2 with the bases empty. Close pitch. But now he's got to work out of the stretch.
Gary Sheffield, the next up for the Marlins. Next offering is in for a strike. Segura, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering way off the plate. Stays alive. In the air, left field. Canna under it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mike Lowell.
Man at first, and at the plate for Miami, Mike Lowell. Here's a 1-2. Now this is in the air down the line. Canna under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 7 and the Marlins 1. Back here at Lone Depot Park, and now David Wright.
Third baseman, number 5, David Wright.
And now it's filled up. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Now snap throw to first, and he's back in standing. Couple of quick nuggets on Pete Alonso. He graduated from the same high school as Wade Boggs, Plant High School in the Tampa area. And Alonso also played at the University of Florida. He was teammates there with Harrison Bader. And a pitch. And that one missing low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Snap throw to first. Right, dives back in safely. Runner at first with no outs here. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
Left-hand hitter waits. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Ball misses. Throw to second. Ow!
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Kicks and deals. And fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Here comes a pitch. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Offense held in check there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mets 7 and the Marlins 1. Back here in Miami, stepping in the long ball threat, Munetaka Murakami. The count 2-1. And that clips the inside corner.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
2-2 now. That one drifts inside.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Now it's Yuli Gurriel. Struck out swinging his first time. Here's a 1-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. High fly ball, right field. Marte moves under it. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
The center fielder, number 2, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And at first, Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Murakami over at first with one away. Some nuggets on Jazz Chisholm. He's from the Bahamas, and he was born in 1998. Signed with the Diamondbacks in 2015. Before he can make his major league debut, though, Arizona traded Jazz to Miami for Zach Gallen. He made his debut the following season, and then in 2022, he became an all-star. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
All over that one right there. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to McNeil. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4. It's the Mets 7 and the Marlins 1. And welcome back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Jeff McNeil. The 1-1. Down the line towards the corner. Sheffield ranging after it. 1 down.
Now back, left field,
Mark Canha up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. Breaking ball inside. And now 3 balls and a strike. And a strike. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Francisco Lindor, a guy who's won multiple Gold Gloves and a Platinum Glove, multiple All-Star appearances. Mr. Smile, what do you think of when you contemplate the player Francisco Lindor?
Just a special talent, both sides of the ball, both sides of the plate, equally a force. And one thing about Francisco Lindor, you talk about that smile.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And off the base of the wall. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
He was all over that one. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Starling Marte up now for the Mets. And the pitch. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Canna on third. Lindor over at second with 1 down. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Marte retired. 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
2-2 down. Started to go after it. Now a look down to third, and that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 left for the Mets, and they're on top 7-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Jacob Stallings now.
The catcher, Jacob Stallings.
The 1-1. Late swing, fouled off.
You know, these Marlins need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
And down on strikes he goes. 1 away. Luis Arraez stands in. Single and score back in the first. He's 1 for 2. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
Got it by him for the K.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Now it's the right fielder, Gary Sheffield. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. In the air out to center. Nimmo makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 left for Miami. They're down 7-1. Welcome back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the power hitting catcher, Mike Piazza. Kicks and fires. And now 1-2.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think it's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
Tap back to the mound, and he punches one right back up the middle. That's what he does. Great contact. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's a speed threat. David Wright. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That'll touch down off the base of the fence. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. At the belt and fires. And that one almost got him. The pitch. That's off the mark, and that's ball 3.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
The pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Strike 2.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
And a pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And now the lefty in for a strike, and the count 1-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
A little roller up along first. Over to Segura. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Mark Canha up now for the Mets. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Mark Canha takes him deep. His first homer of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 11-1.
Oh, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
New arm out of the bullpen, Oscar Brazoban. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Right-handed reliever. There's a strike. pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run homer. On to the bottom of inning number 6. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now it's going to be Mike Lowell.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
That just misses. Now 3-1. Activity in the bullpen. Carlos Carrasco getting loose out there. Peterson, the lefty, warming up as well. The wind and the pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
The third baseman.
And now for the Marlins, Munetaka Murakami. The 1-1. And a foul ball. The next pitch misses. 2-2. That one off the bad part of the bat. Just a lazy fly ball. That gets down for a hit. Munetaka Murakami with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Here's Gurriel. Two and one now, 2 aboard.
Nope,
A little bit low. No outs, runners at first and second. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Righty to the plate. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the righty deals. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And Gurriel is out. And there's one away.
The center fielder, number 2, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tom Seaver gives way. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Carlos Carrasco takes over on the mound.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Carrasco.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next up for the Marlins. Lowell on second. Murakami at first. One gone. Struck him out looking.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
So first and second with 2 outs. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Very high with that one. And that's ball 2.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
And there's a ball. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. Low around third. He'll score easily, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's the catcher, Jacob Stallings. Right-hander kicks, deals. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Got him. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 11 and the Marlins 2. Back here at the ballpark, and now the right fielder, Starling Marte. Ball to strike. The pitch. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tanner Scott, a left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Shagwa, a right-hander, loosening up as well. The 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
The first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Keith Hernandez. He's already homered in this game. Ball to strike. Right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Not in time. He's safe.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Mike Piazza, the next to hit. 1 for 3. Next offering is in for a strike. And now 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. And it's gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and they add a pair. It's 13-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Base is empty, 1 away. David Wright up now for the Mets. The 1-1. There's a strike. And he deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter.
And now the Mets DH, Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. The 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Man at first. Now here is Brandon Nimmo. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. On a line, base hit. Right around second, headed for third. Right, coming home. He will score, and it's 14-2.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
JT Shagwalk on the pitch out of the pen here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Jeff McNeil digs in now. And that one hammered way back there. And that one's gone. He flexes his power with that swing, his first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 16-2.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
And here is Mark Canha. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arraez. And a 1-1. Good eye right there. That's in there. 2-2 now. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. On the run, sends it over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Gene Segura.
And now the shortstop, Gene Segura. Next pitch is outside. Rip to third. Fires over to Hernandez. Segura out in the play.
Now batting, the right fielder, Gary Sheffield.
2 outs, base is empty. Gary Sheffield, the next up for the Marlins. And here it comes. And a count 1-2. Two outs.
Inside ball.
That misses the zone. Ball 3. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Lowell. The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Sheffield, the runner at first with 2 gone. Started to go after it. Now we'll look down to first. Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call. Back here in Miami, we're at the top of the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
And now it's going to be Starling Marte. Here's a 1-1. And it's fouled away. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Righty delivers. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Up next to the bat.
Man at first, Mike Piazza now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle of the order type of bat.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
I'm sure he's happy with the automatic double, but you know he's wondering if it cost him an RBI right there. He put a great swing on it, drove it well, but a little bit of bad luck on the bounce. So now we'll see if they can get another 2-out hit and possibly drive in a pair.
Now here is David Wright. So now 1-2. Kicks and deals. In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. Ripped on a line to center. And he makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Mets lead it 16-2. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Munetaka Murakami.
Third baseman, Munetaka Murakami.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Murakami checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he won around. Ruled a swing. Yuli Gurriel getting ready to hit.
Yuli Gurriel.
Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second, and he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 strikes.
Two now. And downstairs. Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. He circles the bases, and they slice into the lead. It's 16-4. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Next offering upstairs. Pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full. Left-hand hitter waits. Stays alive. To kick, the 3-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. And there's ball 4.
Now batting, catcher.
One down. And now Jacob Stallings. The 2-1. Line to left. And he boots it. Lead runner around second. Canna to third. Not in time. He's safe. The pitcher on here, John Curtis.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias. Left-hand batter waits. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Oh, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Here's a 1-1. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
1 strike.
Hit hard, that gets through. In comes the run from third, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Gary Sheffield. This guy has turned into a beast. That one fouled off. Next pitch misses way outside. Stallings at second. Segura at first. 2 out of the inning. Next one off the plate inside. And the count's full. Smoked on the ground to second. Gets it to first. Inning over. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Through 8 full, the Mets lead this one 16-5. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tanner Scott.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So now here's the Mets DH, Pete Alonso. A strikeout and a walk.
Alonso.
And that's a little bit high. 3 balls and a strike. Rocketed out towards right center. Drops into the glove. And there's one away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it. But sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
That one ripped. This one's got a chance. That one is gone. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 17-5. So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And a pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Kicks and fires. Lined into right. Sheffield hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Mark Canha. Here comes a pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Next offering misses, and now it's 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. The 1-1.
That's outside.
Canha leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings and misses. And the count's even at 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Got him swinging. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back. Bottom of the 9th. And now the DH, Mike Lowell.
Mike Lowell.
And the next pitch is way outside. And that's in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
Now, Boog, in a game like this, it's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
And at the plate for Miami, Munetaka Murakami. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a pitch.
I got 3-2.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult.
And that one is lifted in the air. That's down. One hops off the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next up for the Marlins.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Next pitch is inside. And that's ball 2. Runner leads away at second. And he dodges that fastball. The 3-1. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Now batting, left fielder, Jesus.
So 2 down. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. The 2-1. That's down and in.
3 balls, 1 strike.
3-2 now.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Three and 2. Payoff pitch. A swing and a soft liner. And a base hit right there. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a simple soft liner into center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it, and that allowed him to fight it off and just get enough behind it.
Next to hit, Jacob Stallings. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. That's a little bit low. Two now. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Like war hard with it.